Hi there. I'd like to tell you about a thing which happened to us last month. I had some American friends come over to see me, which was great. I'm in Australia. Now, we were at the beach and we was going to a friend's place. And when my friend got over here, he'd realised that he'd left his camera charger home. This wasn't so great, so we thought, well, okay, we'll go over to the local shopping centre and we'll pick one up from the camera shop. So we just got into the car, we had our cameras and everything with us, and we drove over there. Now, we put everything in the boot, which is the trunk in the United States, same thing. And we went inside and we did our shopping, and there was a few gift shops too, so they went in there and we got a few extra things than we originally planned to, which is usually the case when you're with friends. We came out and the car had been broken into. The window, the passenger side window on the left had been smashed, and they'd got into the car and they'd tried to open the boot from the inside, but they'd failed, which was very fortunate. However, I discovered that my phone, a Nokia 7710, had been taken. Now, I was pretty upset about this, and my friends were too, and it kind of ruined our plans because I had my friend's details, where he was, and I didn't really know in my head exactly where he was, you know. I mean, I didn't really know his location all that well. So I couldn't phone him and ask for directions, and I didn't have his house name and I didn't have his phone number. And because he's an internet friend, I sort of was a little bit unsure of what his last name was, because you always talk about people on the internet by their nickname, so that was going to be a problem too. I sort of vaguely knew what his name was, but I didn't know where he lived and I couldn't get in contact with him. He was doing a barbecue, and of course he was probably wondering where we were at that time, and we were supposed to be over there. Anyway, I got home. I was pretty upset about all this, naturally enough, and I got on the internet and I found out there's this thing called an IMEI number, which is on the back of the phone. Now, apparently, if your phone is stolen, you can report this number, and the phone company can trace it. And I thought, well, this is great. But then I saw the reality of the situation. Now, the Australian government has got this thing going where you can report your number, apparently, and it'll come up on all the phone servers' computers that this phone is hot phone, and therefore this person's in trouble because they're using a hot phone. They send a cop out, the cop grabs them, recovers your phone, sends it back to you. And I thought, well, that sounds fine. So I look around on all the web pages and I'm reading about this, and all that I could see was explanations for what an IMEI number was and how to find it on your phone. And the way to find it on your phone, by the way, is to turn it on and you press *#06#, and it will come up on your screen. I think I just said that right. I think that's right, but if not, check it up on the internet, because there are details everywhere about this. The unfortunate thing is, there's no one who wants to really honestly know this number. The police don't want to know this number. The company that's in charge of your SIM card offers to replace the SIM card, and that's all they're worried about. They don't care about the phone. They don't want to know your IMEI number. And even the web page called mindyourmobile.com does not have a place on its website anywhere for you to type in your number and your details and your police report number, etc, etc, etc. Now, all this is very weird. Why have they got this set up when you cannot tell anyone your number? Nobody wants to know. So the phone's gone and it can't be shut off. I think this is a terrible shame. And I think I'd really like something to be done about it. By the way, if you do happen to see the phone, this is what it looks like. It's a PDA type of phone, and it's called a Nokia 7710, and the IMEI number is here. I've also got the image of it on my Flickr page. I would like it back. It has sentimental value as well. I was in hospital, I had cancer, and I was very, very ill, and Mum was coming in to see me, and she was in her 80s, and I decided that she would need a phone. So I bought her this one. It wasn't very easy for her to use, but she had a phone anyway if she needed it. Now, unfortunately, Mum passed away in October last year, and so it's become a bit of a keepsake. It was one of the last presents that I bought her, and I'm really rather angry that nothing can be done, because there's this, and especially since the Australian government seems to be touting how good this IMEI number scheme is, and it's not. It's just a con. Nobody wants to know your IMEI number. Nobody at all. And that's pretty terrible, because I think with this system, especially since the IMEI number comes up on the computers when you make a phone call, apparently, that this can be dealt with. This kind of theft can be dealt with. And I think maybe phone companies, mobile phone makers, need to come up with a system which can make mobile phones not work for these people who steal them. Now, this phone was an $800 phone, but it does, you know, it's not really fair. And that's about all I have to say. Bye.